Brian's actually pointed out that he's actually fitted the aftermarket regulator rectifier to replace the separate units, and he's actually said that I've actually got 4 wires in the wrong place, which right, welcome back to the channel. Back on with the Z650 again. This one, as you've seen in the title, is rewiring, or the wiring installation revisit. I thought it had gone pretty well. Everything seemed to be working in the right place. I've actually had a message from, I hope he doesn't mind mentioning his name, from a gentleman called Brian, so thank you very much, Brian. I really appreciate everybody's comments and feedback. As this is my first time, I know I'm going to make mistakes. Wiring has never been a strong point. It started to make sense and get a little bit easier, but Brian's actually pointed out that he's actually fitted the aftermarket regulator rectifier to replace the separate units, and he's actually said that I've actually got 4 wires in the wrong place, which for a first time I was quite chuffed about. But we're actually going to revisit and sort them wires out, so hopefully it will make sense to other people that I know that are following this wiring installation. I've actually put the Z650 wiring installation into its own playlist, so people could just pick out that particular section rather than trawling through the main playlist. I may start to do that with the project. Rather than leave it all in one, I may split it up depending on what section it is. So wiring is now in its own section playlist. I'll leave a link up in the top now. So literally that has run 7 videos from start to what I thought finished. This will be the revisit last part, just to rectify the 4 wires. So what is written to me is the red wire from the neutral switch goes directly to the red green in the loom, not the red wire in the reg rec connector. I'll read these out first and then we'll go down and have a look. The red white permanent live wire from the battery goes to the red wire on the reg rec connector. Originally this went via a short white wire, which was missing in your video. I had no wiring. All I have is the brand new loom that was bought. The green wire from the alternator goes to the green wire on the reg rec small connector in place of the black yellow that earth wire that you've connected. The black yellow earth wire goes to the black wire on the reg rec large connector. So that's what we're going to rectify today. Right, so this is one of the wires, the black yellow actually goes to the large connector, so disconnect the large connector for now. And we'll also disconnect, that is the red green. Right, so that's the red wire with the spade connector. That's coming directly from the neutral switch, which is down there. So that one will plug directly into this, you can see in there, that one there, the red green. So I need to actually change this to a bullet connector. So that'll be the first job. Right, so Neutral wire now has a bullet connector. That now plugs up into the red green. So that one's done. Right, so the next one is the red white from the battery, which is this one. Even though I've got two, so we'll just take one for now because I'm not sure whether that one's actually the right lead. So the red white from the battery goes to the red wire on the Reg Rec large connector. So I'll actually plug into this one. So it actually goes in a spade connector into that one there. Right, so I've actually already got a wire. I just need to put a spade on the end. I'm literally taking this one wire at a time. So after we've done this one, that goes in this corner, right hand corner, which will then plug into that wire. Right, so I've now put the spade on that. And let me just plug it into the back of this. Right, so now that is plugged in to the back of the large connector. So that's basically two wires out of the way. Right, the green wire from the alternator goes to the green wire on the Reg Rec small connector. That was the one that I wasn't sure where it went. So I need to disconnect the earth. And plug in. So I've disconnected the black yellow and plugged in the green from the alternator with the brown from the main wiring loom. Right, and the last one will be the black yellow earth wire, which is the one we've disconnected from the small connector. Goes to the black wire on the Reg Rec, which is this one here. So again, I need to actually change the connection and put a spade on the end and not that connection. So that's my next job. Right, so the black yellow wire now has spade connector. That's the connection where it would join. So I need to feed it into top right hand corner, as it only uses 5. Right, so that is now in place. So all I've got left is just the actual starter relay to put back in and connect this plug up. Right, so just having a quick check, everything still works. Yep, seems to be all good. So all I've got to do now is just tidy up the wires and then that's done. So big thank you to Brian, much appreciated. As I say, if I make mistakes I need to know about them so I can rectify whatever I've done. So I did have a check of some of these as well while I was at it. Everything's still fine down this side. So I still got the actual tail electrics to tidy up. Still got to get some black tape, so I keep forgetting to get it, so I can tidy up these wires and then cable tie everything in place. But today was primarily just going by what Brian had told me and get that sorted in the right place and make sure everything still works. So next episode we'll continue on and sort out some of the gaskets on the cases that haven't got gaskets. I need to do a little bit more on the points cover, get a gasket on that, get a gasket on the alternator, and then we'll start sorting out the rocker cover, put the caps in. I'm going to drop some oil just along the tops of the cams so they're lubricated. There's oil in it still. As you can see by the pan, I did have it underneath the bike all week. It did drip a little, but we'll go back to that in the next episode. It was actually a gasket I'd forgotten on the inner sprocket cover. Right, so thanks for joining me on that one. Hope that one was helpful. That should basically finish the actual wiring and the wiring playlist. I'll leave a link to the wiring playlist at the end of this video, so go across, check it out. I will put this video as the last part, as a basic revisit. Made a mistake. I'm always up for admitting if I make a mistake. If I do, people point it out, or if I've noticed something I haven't read it properly, I'll always go back and rectify it and make sure. I say I had a gentleman not long ago that actually said, you know, could you try and sort of, if you do find out you make a mistake, can you try and put a pointer in the video that you were doing it, so that people don't go through and then realise and then have to go back again, which is fair point. I am looking into that to see what I can sort out. But as I say, it's getting there slowly but surely. I had a feeling that the wiring wasn't quite right. You know, it is a learning process. I am learning all the time. And so there's people out there that have got much more experience than me who have done this and have realised that wire's in the wrong place, which is great. Always let me know in the comments box below. Appreciate all your feedback. As I said, links to other videos at the end of the video. Join me again next time when we're back on the Z650. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.